You're just now joining us, once again, I do apologize. It started raining again, so we're kind of going to be jam-packed up in here.
Here we go.
God. Put the heads up. There it is. All right. Post-game show, Arkansas falls to Texas A&M 42-45. If you missed the very beginning of the show, come on, get it up in here. I think is that good?
Bring it in.
So once again, a lot of things. We're trying to get things up to show you a couple plays, especially defensively. Matt, I'm going to show you something, and it's going to make you jump off the side of this building right here, okay? So real quick, when it comes to this game, I think a lot of people would say Josh said he liked what he saw. I mean, go ahead and go. Yeah. People really couldn't hear what you said.
What I was saying in there was moments in the stadium that reminded me of 2010 Bobby Petrino. It was electric. We were in it. And when you've gone to all the games that I've gone to, I've experienced a lot in the stadium over the past decade where it's just it's a dead game. It's a dud. The fans aren't involved.
Yep.
We don't have a chance. And in these moments, we do have a chance. And what I was basically getting at was that you have two sides of the coin where you're looking at the head coach of Bobby Petrino right now, and you're thinking, can he be a –
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
You're thinking, can he be a head coach for the Arkansas Razorbacks moving forward? And there's two sides of that coin. One is you got to win, right? You have to win. But what I'm saying is if you're not an Arkansas Razorback fan and your feelings aren't hurt here and you're just judging Bobby Petrino.
My feelings are hurt.
Hold on. If you're not and you're just judging Bobby Petrino about what he's done with a team that got mopped by Notre Dame, you have to go, man, he went to Tennessee, 3-point game. Wow. Texas A&M came into the home stadium, 3-point game, 42-45. Let this guy – all I'm saying is if I was advocating for him, let this guy have a year to go, number one, get better talent in off of NIL because people want to play at Arkansas with Bobby Petrino. Number two, let him have a year to go get his right coordinators in play. He took over a mess. So all I'm saying is there's two sides of the coin. You can make an argument either way. At the end of the day, I think the head coach, whoever's going to be our head coach, if it's Petrino, he has to win. So I will say that. He's got to win.
Matt, thoughts on today's game?
My man just laid down a novel of notes on the table right here. But, all right, go ahead.
I just –
You got a problem with it. You got a problem with it. You got a problem with it.
Let him talk. Let him talk. Go ahead.
I do have a problem with it. And I'll say something I didn't say to y'all before pregame.
Yep.
I got it in my notes here, Grant. Arkansas fans just left the game with 6:52 left in the game. What are y'all doing? 6:52 left. 10-point game. It was a 3-point game. They scored a touchdown. There's 7 minutes left in the game. Razorback fans, can we start a culture where we don't leave in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes left in a 10-point game with a number 4 team in the country? Please. I don't want to hear any message board stuff.
Yep.
Oh, why can't we win? Why can't we defense this? I don't want to hear it. Y'all left the game. I saw it. They flooded.
Was it after that last touchdown?
After the last touchdown.
Last touchdown, and then they when the 20-yard sack happened.
The 20-yard sack was a killer. But y'all, we had 3 timeouts. There's a 5-minute game left, 10-point game, 4 team in the country. Why do you come to the game as a fan? To watch it.
We were talking about the end of that game with the 3 timeouts left. Clock management. We got the ball back with 10 seconds. What are your thoughts on that?
Didn't like the clock management. We had 3 timeouts. You go in, you score. I mean, say there's 50 seconds on the clock, right? Antoine Robinson, we talk about it, is for fist. That's not really fun or fair to do. But our defense, y'all, is not great. It's not good. But we were sitting there arguing because we love this team, and we were in the locker room, and that's the way we played in practice behind the lights. And that's what I think made our team great.
Yep.
I stayed after to watch their attitude after they walked off the field. And I wasn't, disappointed, but the way that they played, man, it ain't their fault. They good. You got Sunday guys out there. And
about Texas A&M or Arkansas?
Hey man, Texas A&M was real.
Yep.
The fact that we took the number 14 to the country, no A&M fan can relax until 10 seconds.
Yep.
That's a great game.
So you brought up a point about 42-45. I mean, yes, I think 7 of those points were in trash minutes. It is what it is.
Right.
But you did bring up an interesting point. It goes back to the first run with Coach P here.
Yes.
That was a lot of games because you being a defensive player, you knew the emphasis was on the offensive side of the ball.
It's so hard because I don't know how honest I need to be, DJ.
Do you?
All right. I want to give the offensive guys a yes or no question. Did y'all ever hear, and I know your answer, so it's rhetorical. Did your coaches ever tell you that you're going to have to go score 50 points to win the game because our defense can't stop anybody?
All the time.
Yeah. Now, our goal was to score 50 anyway, whether you
I
could stop
I get it, but that that rhetoric is damning.
Yeah.
We're going to win games 45-42, and we're going to lose games 42-40. We had more total yardage than A&M.
There you go. Thank you.
And we lost the game, y'all. That scares me. There's a coaching tree. Saban's a defensive guy. Mike Elko's a defensive guy. Do we want to stop people on third down, or do we want to just break offensive records? And I'm sorry it's my vent, but I'm just so familiar with that type of ball. And I was in a locker room where we didn't have that type of ball, and we had Jamal Anderson. Then our defensive line's a problem.
Yeah.
And not in a good way.
I agree.
Yeah.
We can have Deion Sanders out there, and it doesn't matter. Don't trash the DBs.
Well, there's not enough of them to be.
Well,
fair.
yeah. So here's
There's
what
not
I'll
enough
say.
D-line.
Here's what I'll say.
Grant, would
The
you
four-
tear up that D-line or what?
We had this conversation.
Come on,
No,
now.
but I will say, the four we got. I don't think you got to go have 8 unbelievable defensive linemen. It's not realistic. I mean, there's just too much money, too many schools. That spreads out too much. But you got to have 8 good ones.
Yeah, you got to have 8 good ones.
You got to have
Right.
6 good ones too that can give you some minutes.
Right.
And so right now we got 4,
maybe
maybe
Ball, I
5.
didn't call his name once
but
today.
here's my thing. That's what I'm saying is
Quincy Rose.
is do you look at them and say, hey, yeah, these 4 are some dudes. Let me ask this question.
Yeah, come on.
Would any of those 4, could they play anywhere in the SEC? Would anybody say, hey,
No.
boom, they're out there? I think Quincy could.
Quincy Rhodes.
Yeah.
I think Quincy could.
Cam hadn't had a season. I love you, Cam. Let's go.
I think Quincy would be rotational at other schools.
Yeah, depending.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's
depending.
got
but
5, 6 sacks. The
5.5,
SEC
6.5
the
sacks.
A&M guys
So,
got 7. He's leading it. He's a good player.
I feel like we could sit here and pick a point what we have or don't have, okay? But when it comes to the scheme and, the approach moving forward, there was a few times in crutch situations you saw so much communication.
What
before
are
the
y'all
ball.
talking about?
Yeah, so so get into that mindset because, when the big thing was
Simplify, right?
We got to get the calls in. Communication, and you got to think back home in your own home turf, knowing what is coming.
Right.
I was very surprised to see how many times defensively there was just so much confusion right before the ball snapped.
DJ,
not set.
Yeah,
I mean, still communication, standing straight up, looking around.
Yeah.
And hey, we're back here. Quarterback's clapping.
I mean, y'all, it's.
I think that's a part of the game plan, though. They know our
Whose
defense
game
to be
plan?
off?
Texas A&M.
Oh,
Texas A&M.
okay. I was like,
man, I was like, man, hey, we need to find a new game plan.
No, Texas A&M. Get up on the ball. Run it again. They know that our defense is our weak point.
Yo, but that's coached. We played against the Gus Malzahn Auburn team. When we played, just to give y'all a frame of reference, on the defensive side of the ball, an Alabama run-heavy team, you get 60, 65 snaps a game.
Yeah.
We played Auburn, hand of God, 130 snaps. We practice that. If you're playing a high-powered offense, then that's the coaching issue. And look, these guys are talented, so you got the skill.
But Matt, what coaching issue? Because it's not Petrino coaching the defense.
Did they play good versus Tennessee? Kinda. They played good versus A&M? Kinda. Did we play good in 2008, 2009, 2010? Kinda.
What I'm saying is,
It's a track record that I'm worried about. I'm not concerned. I'm just worried if we just go back to the X and we're going to lose games 45-42 and we have more yards than them. Man, we just seen those dice before.
I want to ask you two.
I just wanna be
Y'all
honest.
don't talk about. Y'all don't share your opinion. I want to know. Do
We
you
share
put-
opinion all the time.
Do
Yeah.
you no
Talk about breakdowns.
about this
Tuesday
specifically,
mornings.
About this specifically. Do you believe specifically that Coach Petrino should be judged based on this defensive coordinator, how he would be as a head coach, the people he would pick?
I don't think so
Or do you
either.
think he's just trying to? Well, you
I don't
sure
think
seem
so
like it.
either. Maybe Willie Robinson, the Sugar Bowl year, were
Yeah.
we known for our defense?
Okay. Yeah.
No, I think we all understood the hand that he was dealt when he took over as
No
interim.
doubt.
That's why he cleaned shop with the defensive coaches.
Yeah.
That was the first step.
Yeah.
And for us to sit here and think that it's going to turn over that quick, I think that's just very unrealistic.
Right.
But the one
Idealistic,
thing
yeah.
that I will say, and this isn't Coach Petrino's first rodeo. He's been coaching how long?
That's the unique situation
Okay,
about
so
all of
yeah.
this.
And so he's been a head coach before. He's been in this program now for 2 years. He would be saying the same thing about, I am the acting head coach right now.
Right.
So this miscommunication, people
Right.
not knowing what to do, that's on me.
Right. I mean,
You know,
at some point, it's
yeah.
like, when are we going to be like, who's in charge over there?
Yeah.
Because when
All
he
right.
came, yes or no, did Paul Petrino or Bobby Petrino teach y'all the offense that first spring when he came? Because Bobby was in our defensive meeting rooms. Because Paul could teach y'all the offense. People don't know that. We watched film on Louisville's defense, y'all. That's who we learned from.
So I'll say this.
not
So,
good
no, do I
defense.
think he should be judged off of it? No, I don't think he should be
either.
judged off of
I
it,
don't
right?
either.
But to DJ's point, I think the overarching philosophy of get the call in, get set, make sure we're playing with effort.
We don't need
Make
a
sure
new
we're going to that.
defensive coordinator for that.
Right.
They should do
So
that.
those types of things, I think, are set at the head coach level, right?
Yeah.
That's your philosophy. Are we going to get the play in quick? Are we going to do things the right way? Now,
Right.
as far as, hey, run double dog blitz too, no,
Right.
that's not
Yeah.
that's not what that's not the game plan from a head coach's perspective. I don't think he should be asked to do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, no, I don't think he should be judged on it, but I do think that, we've got to.
I guess my point is here is that if he was the head coach after Pittman flushed out the rest of this season and down to the wire with Tennessee and down to the wire with Texas A&M being top 10 teams, we would be extremely excited right now. If this was year one, we would be going, oh, we're on the right trajectory.
I mean, I get it.
Yes,
I'm
we
saying.
We
Those are-
would.
those
We're
are honor
only judging
points.
his coaching, this year one version of him coaching differently because he took over at mid-year. And we expected an immediate.
So is this locker room garbage?
Well, I think we
Is it
have.
trash? You know what I mean? But that you're like,
yeah.
oh, all these guys can't play football and they don't have a defensive coordinator. It's like that guy who coached in the NFL, the defensive coordinator right now has got NFL experience.
Yep.
I don't want to hear it. It's
like,
you know what I'm saying?
I will say
like,
that
these guys are gifted. They're scholarship players. We're paying them money to play here.
The biggest question I would say for me that I really struggle with, I'm actually going to have a clip here in just a second. I really don't know what is on the bench because there's been enough that has happened, and I don't hate all that players. It is what it is. I think when you put it on tape week in and week out, I think anytime an offensive coordinator sees that they break the huddle and we're in man-to-man coverage, if they see 13, Connie Walk out there, they're heading his way. And then it's just like, and then you see it time and time and time again. Caleb Wooden, hey, make sure if we get to the second level, there's going to be a missed tackle and we'll get by them. We're going to get guys run free in the back of the end zone if 22's back there. And so the thing is, I know the coaches see that. It's just it makes me feel like they don't have any options. So that's just a tough spot to be in.
Well, I mean, how many times did we watch DJ on that series that we were filming some of this? Where the defensive line just buried their head into an offensive lineman, and then just kind of chopped their feet for a little bit. Didn't know where the ball went.
It's embarrassing.
And then came out next. Hey.
It was pretty
right
bad.
here. And then look.
It's hard to watch.
They look at the sideline. Nobody's coming. Drop their head.
Yeah.
Just go back.
Yeah.
We don't have the depth out there on that side of the ball.
No.
Now we talk about what we don't have, what we do have, all that kind of stuff. We don't want to talk about it. I get it, but if you're out there, man, I got to have it from you.
What it looks like, you got a few guys up there that are just happy with, I'm out here, let me go through these motions, and I'm okay with that. And it shows on
against
tape.
number 4, it shows up.
Let's talk about this play right here. You talk about coaching. This is an interesting one. So these are the things when, okay, A&M has dudes, but when this stuff happens, it goes to coaching, and you cannot talk about coaching without talking about the head coach. That's
It's a weird conversation
I
right
agree.
now.
I agree. It's just, you're right.
All right, here we go. Matt, walk me through this, okay? So we got sound on this tape right here, so please forgive me. But watch Xavier Sori
They're
right
still
here.
talking.
Okay.
Miguel Mitchell
You
and
see,
the linebacker talking.
you see Xavier Sori, number 10.
Yeah.
You see number 10. A lot of miscommunication. Jumps outside. Now let me roll this back real quick. All right?
Someone missed their gap.
So I'll freeze this right here. Correct me if I'm wrong. Me and Grant had this conversation.
Yeah.
Look at the defensive end. Okay. Number 44. All right. It looks to me like he has outside contain
Correct.
right here.
Correct.
Just look at the way he engages, and he
Correct.
has outside contain.
Correct.
What is making Xavier Sori jump out of this hole?
Undisciplined with his eyes.
Look, jumps
he's worried,
out of the
he's
hole.
worried about Marcel Reed, which tells me he may have his responsibility may be Reed because he jumps so quick, because that is so weird looking to me, DJ.
Yeah,
Someone messed up on the spill. Someone that 44, I never heard of him before. He needs to be going underneath that and making it go to Sori. It's likely because he jumped out so quick.
Yeah.
I saw the same thing. I'm like, what's going on? Like, Caleb Wooden, man, don't get me wrong. No one's making this tackle. Again, this is not on Wooden. You got a really, really good back in your first contact to the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
He's falling in the end zone. I was mad at Caleb Wooden all game. I received some text messages about Caleb Wooden. But that was coaching.
Yeah. That's what it comes down to.
And y'all, I just want to tell you right now, zone read ain't. Zone read ain't new. We don't need to do new D coordinator. We don't need new players.
Zone read
To go down the line and crash on the running back and someone's got quarterback. Someone's popping out and someone's got the crash. Yeah, we've been doing that since Pop Warner. I don't want to hear a new D coordinator is not going to fix that.
Let's get through some of our comments. And please,
well, yes,
people,
it will.
Please, bear with me. I want to put these comments on the screen because I think it looks cool, okay? Please refrain from cuss words and all that stuff, all right? Let's lock it in. Let's tighten up here in 4th and 5, all right? I haven't read through these yet, so please forgive me. Apparently, y'all can read them anyway. I didn't know that. I didn't know everyone could see these. I'm, through the streaming thing. But big shout-out, Chris Caver. I want you to answer this one, Matt. He actually came up and hung out with us in Bentonville last weekend. He says, give Bobby the job.
Yeah.
We lost this game because they have 0 pass rush. That's not his fault.
Yeah.
Give him the job. Let him build a roster and go get some pass rushers like the 2008. We're improving. Wow. All right, so
let him build a roster is his biggest argument right there.
I'm about to say, look, I couldn't agree more, y'all. This is such a weird conversation, only because we have such deep past history. Fun fact, do this, Chris. Chris, Google how many defensive ends are playing in the NFL or have played under Bobby Petrino.
Okay.
It's 0. I've looked it up.
Jake Beckett did.
Okay.
Okay.
Point taken. Point taken.
Okay. I hear you.
Were we known in that year in 2008 for our defense, Chris, or were we known because Ryan Mallett was spinning it to Joe Adams?
Yeah. That was
DJ
it.
Williams and the Mackey Award winner.
Thanks, man.
Amen.
Appreciate that.
But that's the realness, y'all.
Yep.
And it comes down to recruiting, Chris. Josh, when Mike Elko is your head coach, you're going to get defensive dudes. When Reggie Herring is your defensive coordinator, you're going to get defensive dudes.
Yep.
So let me
when
ask
Bobby
this question.
Petrino is your head coach, and he makes you run the play over and over and over again in practice,
Yep.
so the offense can win the last snap in practice to make defense losers.
Yeah.
I have a problem with that.
I get it.
Because we're going to lose games like that over and over because they practice ones versus ones. This isn't scout team.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
So let me ask
Did he
a
make
question.
us losers in practice? Yes or no?
He did.
Let me flip this.
The practice was built for the offense to be successful.
Weird.
It was.
Weird. We have more yardage than the number 4 team in the country, and no one is seeing like a bigger issue. It just worries me.
Grant,
it just worries
So I
me.
want to flip this, right?
Okay.
So let's take Mike Elko, and let's take. Matt's so mad right now.
Knees and nuts,
He's
man.
so
I'll
mad.
just go dirty
He's
on
got all
somebody.
these old memories
Fans
of
steer
our
clear
offense
of
just
me
roasting them
tonight.
in practice.
I
But
know.
I know it's all good. But I want to take this and flip it because it's something that kind of what you just said. So let's take Coach Petrino. Let's take Coach Mike Elko.
Okay.
All right. So Mike Elko, defensive-minded guy, came from built his whole legacy on defense, right? So he's a defensive-minded head coach. He would have to go get an offensive coordinator
Right.
to make things happen on offense. That's just not his cup of tea, right?
Right.
So what is the difference, okay, if you have Coach Petrino, who's more offensive-minded, can he not go get a defensive coordinator and have the defense do the same thing?
So glad you brought that up.
So I 2008, I'm
I'm going to bring
by
it
that.
back. Spring semester 2008, Houston Nutt gets run out of town for, shame on him, going to the Cotton Bowl. Phooey. And we get this guy, Bobby Petrino, who leaves notes in the lockers for the Atlanta Falcons. He doesn't tell them he's leaving. Right? Character matters in football. And guys,
I'm just
again,
talking football. I'm not.
no. Here it comes.
Go ahead.
Here it comes. Go look it up. I want everyone to Google this, whatever these kids say these days. We had 2 defensive coordinators under Bobby Petrino. Do you know why?
One left immediately.
One left immediately. Why? He never coached it down. I never met him.
What's his name?
I don't even know who it was.
I
He
remember
went to
him.
South Carolina.
I remember him. I can't remember his name.
Wow. Okay.
Before any players ever met this guy,
Yeah.
he left because
Okay.
he only met the coaching staff.
Tough coach to
Is
coach.
his coaching tree filled with defensive coordinators who just want to come and just make it an elite defense? No.
That would be so. People have always talked about how cool of a combination it would be if Coach Petrino was to also have Barry Odom here on staff.
Bring
as
it.
well.
I'll hire
and
Petrino tomorrow.
You know, they got a great relationship. You know, but it's just that aspect of are you giving this guy free ranging and let him do his thing? And so I will say I think we're used to the Coach Petrino that we had.
Yeah, that's hard too. I don't know him today.
That's right, and there is a good get humble pie. It does it to it. Being a coordinator under somebody like Jimbo Fisher, coming here and being a coordinator under Pittman, and then sitting back and letting it all develop.
Yeah.
There is a really high possibility, I believe, that he could bring in somebody and have a little bit more of a relationship of this is you and this is me.
Right. In the interview process that they came out and transparently said, hey, we're going to go get a Mike Elko or a defensive coordinator, and Petrino's going to have nothing to do with the defense, I'd sign off on that head coach job today.
And I think that not only that, but in today's world, one of the knocks against Petrino back in the day was that he could not recruit, or that later on throughout, our tenure there towards the end, there's, I remember there's some players that were like, hey, you might have more fun at LSU, right? You might like Ole Miss a little bit more.
That recruiting process was weird.
I remember some
You're
of
exactly right.
our current teammates saying some
You're
of that
exactly
stuff
right.
to recruits coming in. So there was the issue of like, was he really going to continue to maintain that in 2012, 2013, and beyond if all the motorcycle stuff didn't happen, right? But now it's different. There's NIL involved. You don't have to like Petrino. You got to like the amount of money you're getting.
Yeah.
And so you can build a roster a lot differently. It's in the NFL, you're getting paid to play, and that's a lot of what it is now. So there's different aspects that allow some of Petrino's weak points to actually be null and void now.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I do think that Coach Petrino probably would flourish in more of the state we are right now, more of a business-like approach to college football versus relational.
Yeah.
Well, man, y'all know, like, the Falcons drafted 2 Razorbacks. Jamal Anderson went to Bobby Petrino's defense, or Bobby Petrino's Falcons.
Yeah.
And I talked to Jamal. We homies. And it wasn't good.
Yeah.
It wasn't fun football.
And
he bailed and left notes in their locker. And again, humble pie. Like,
Mm-hmm.
in, look,
20 years ago.
We all have history. I've got unique history with Coach P, right? Let's just.
What happened?
Look, no, I'm just saying.
I'm just kidding.
You know what?
Oh, man. Good times.
Look, but objectively speaking, the guy scores points.
Yeah. Right. Yep.
He doesn't stop teams.
I got a question right here. Super chat comes in from Beth C. Beth C says that what hurt the most was A&M controlling the clock, defense not being able to make the stops, and not being able to get off the field. I mean, they had a drive.
No D-line.
It was just insane. We have our head coach with Bobby Petrino, and our DC doesn't have enough talent on defense. I mean, yeah, that's the same thing we've kind of been saying.
Yo,
but I mean,
we're 3 fumbles away from being 5-1 right now.
What do you think happened? What's happened a lot, Matt? I don't know if you. Like I said,
is there that
when we go back
talent?
and watch film, we're going to be able to see this. But they ran so many crossing routes that were just wide open.
Unbelievable.
What was going on there?
DJ, so you – oh, my gosh. It's man or zone. It's simple.
Yeah.
I say it's simple, but at that level, those guys are good. It is hard for the average human to stop that crossing route.
The concept is simple.
The concept is simple. Yeah. If you're in man-to-man, you have switch rules or you don't have switch rules. This is why the coaching thing's an issue with me. I don't need a new DC. I don't need a new 5-star. If they can't figure out, hey, this is a zone-to-zone, cool, I'm not chasing. Hey, this is man-to-man, and we're not switching. I'm on that horse. Yep. You talk, and the communication was clear, and it's crystal. Hey, man-to-man, Broadway, I got you. If he comes inside, you deep. Period. Hut. That's it. And it's not like that right now, and it's concerning.
I did want to point out Trey Flowers, Chris Smith, Guaz, Darius Philon, all recruited and signed by Coach P. So he did want to shout Trey Flowers, dog. RP, Chris Smith, dog. Dietrich Wise, dog.
Yeah.
Darius Philon, dog as well. Benjo, I don't know if y'all pay attention to our wins comments. Benjo, big-time guy out in South Carolina. About this tall. He's going to be a demon one day, I promise that.
Oh, yeah,
he wants to know, why does Bobby save all the timeouts until the end of every half?
That was weird. That's on y'all.
No, that's on us.
I mean,
I'm tired. I'm
second half, I think, is because he knows that if he score, he's going to have a score touchdown. He wants to score quick, and he knows he's going to need all 3 of those to be able to get a turnover on dowels and still have time to play.
Yeah. And why did we snap the ball with 10 seconds left on the clock when we were in a hurry-up on under 2 minutes in a 10-point game? There was 10 seconds left. I saw it with my own eyes. I was there.
Yeah.
Go Hogs.
Need to go back and watch the tape.
DJ, we take this back to the keys to success. Score early. Remember that key that I gave
2 field
before
goals.
this game? And we end up with 2 field goals. I mean, that's even an 8-point difference right there. You put those in touchdowns. So
turn one into a touchdown.
There we are kicking a field goal at the end and not going for a touchdown.
Yeah. Big shout out Alex Shirley, 4th and 5 crew. He likes the team. Amazing. Y'all are great football talk. It's going to be an interesting week. And so we're going to go and wrap this up. Matt's not in town much. Got his wifey here.
Yeah.
So we're going to go hang out a little bit.
Love you, Bill.
All right. We're going to go hang out a little bit.
We're going to hang out.
So that being said, don't forget our lineup for the entire week. Monday, we're going to have our full breakdown. And so make sure you tune in for that. And we're also going to give our picks. We'll be live at Oakline at the Mainline Sports Bar. The following week, we're going to be at Silks, just in case you want to put that on your calendar. Tuesday, we got Let Grant Cook, looking at the offensive line. And I kind of want you to take a look at some of these defensive plays we're looking at as well. because we were having that conversation. I would say, Grant, if you were like prepping for this team, would you say, guys, we're going to eat today?
I mean, I was just thinking about Grant all game.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about that Tuesday. Wednesday, we're going to have our viewer comments. And Ladarius is here, by the way. Ladarius, come over here real quick, man. Yeah. So Ladarius, he showed up on our Wednesday viewer comments. So people have the opportunity to send in their email, and then I'll let them join the show. So Ladarius is one of our big-time 4th and 5 viewers, okay? So he came on the show and became one of the fan favorites. He has some really good texts. I'm actually interested in your thoughts of today's game. Give him a mic real quick. Hold on, wait. Yeah, we can hear you first. Ladarius, what you got for us, man?
Man, I feel big time right now. Nah, I feel I'm like Matt, man. I'm real passionate. I'm all about like, hey, we can score as many points as we want, but can we please anybody? And
yep.
That's just where I'm at. I feel like I love Bobby P. I love what he did for us 10, 12, 13 years ago, but at the same time, like, hey, ain't much different from what happened 10, 13 years ago. We can score all the points we want, but we can't stop nobody. So I'm riding with my boy Matt, man. We'll talk about it Wednesday a little bit more.
Oh my God, right here. So that'll be Wednesday, and Benjo. Hope you join us as well. Big shout out to Benjo. Also, Thursday we're gonna have Getting Defensive with Matt Harris. Put that on your calendars. I'm sure it's going to be an eventful one come Thursday, and we got our scouting report with Josh Friday.
I want to say one thing before we leave because you're about to shut this down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, close your eyes.
Oh,
this
God.
was a 4-win season. This was a 4-win season, and Pittman left. And this is year 1, and Bobby has played Tennessee and Texas A&M down to the wire in his first year.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about him as a head coach so far? That's all I'm saying. So to think on that, and then let's judge him accordingly, please.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of people already putting his feet to the fire, and I don't even love the guy. He's just a good football coach, okay?
Fair
Knees
enough.
and nuts.
Somebody said we can't hear Ladarius is very soft-spoken, but he speaks with
Barry Manilow.
passion.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, a little Barry Manilow action. All right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and shut this down. Watching 4th and 5. Always appreciate the support. Best way to support 4th and 5, hit that subscribe button. I see all y'all. We look at the analytics.
Yeah, we do.
We got all these views.
We're on it.
Only 30% are subscribers. What are we doing? Just push the button. Show us some love so we can keep this content coming each and every single day. Thank y'all so much for now. And also, too, big shout-out Vanderbilt. How about that? Right?
Big win.
Like that.
If Vandy can do it, come on, man. If Vandy can do it,
NIL.
Come on.
NIL.
do they have it?
There's more than
Do they
I
have
don't
it
know,
like
man.
Do
that?
they have it?
I don't know.
Oh,
Are they rolling
What's
in
the number?
NIL?
A bunch of doctors and stuff, man.
Yeah, is that what it is?
I ain't got the calculator in front of me. I got the Excel sheet, but I promise you they have it.
Oh, man.
I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you on Monday.
Yeah, I would like to know.
I want to